Howdy partners, welcome along to another week of another level F1 action here in Tier 4. We are racing around USA, as you probably gathered from that ridiculous intro. I'm Mackie, joining me as always is AMS Phoenix. Good evening sir, how are you?
Good evening, I'm not too bad yourself.
Yeah, I'm okay, thank you. You don't seem so sure yourself, but I'm sure we'll get there.
I'm just knackered,
Looking
it's my
forward to this
daughter's
one.
birthday tomorrow, so just
Oh,
knackered with
right,
final
okay.
preps on cake and things like
Yes,
that.
understandable. Happy birthday to her for tomorrow.
Okay.
And let's hope you can give her a great present on Wednesday with a podium.
Oh, well, I very much doubt that, but you never know.
I may have jinxed you for already, but
I
we'll see
might,
what
I might have
happens,
to tell
so
the rest of
sorry.
the grid to slow down and let me pass the final lap.
Well, do what you're
It
going to
won't
do.
happen, but you never know.
As we see, 15, just enough to make Q1 a little bit of a session where everyone retires, but Q2 should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this one, as I briefly mentioned earlier. Not sure what the weather's going to be, but it looks like it might rain in Q3, possibly by the clouds, but I might be wrong on that one.
Yeah, it looks very overcast, doesn't it? But the game likes to throw curveballs like that, doesn't it? It could be absolutely cloudy, look like it's going to rain, but then on their screens it says it's going to be sunny all out. So you just never know with this
Yeah,
game. It would be nice if
you
they
never really do.
added that in on a spectator menu where you could actually see what weather's coming up for the session. But
There is so much they could add for spectators. Like it's not even funny. Just go play Dirt Rally. Look at their spectator. They go play any other game. Go play like Forza or something. You have so many more options on replay cam and stuff like that. I do not understand why they can't implement a few more angles and stuff. They've got a good idea. They just haven't really executed it properly. I think.
do you know what? A replay cam would be absolutely great on the spectator menu, where you could
Yes,
watch it, go back, someone could then go replay it, and then you could actually show it.
You could, yeah.
That'd be great. But
Of course, the danger of that is we may miss something that happens, and then. But anyway, never mind.
well, I have
That's
just been
Q1 over
informed
with.
by my AMS friend, Mr. AMS Lion,
Know which
that
one? You've got 50 of them.
it's going to be AMS Lion. It's going to be a wet race.
Oh dear. That's
So,
not going to please some people,
no,
but others will be pleased of that.
which
Is it
means we
heavy
should.
or just into...
If it's a wet race and it's starting wet and it's wet all race, that means we should have everyone gunning for it on the soft tyres for both sessions.
we should do, but we might not. Because some people, and I'm one of them, I still take it quite cautious. I just set a banker on, like the harder tyres or whatever, even if it is a wet race, just because that's the way I prefer to operate. But anyway, we'll see what these drivers choose to do in due course. Hello chat, how are we doing tonight? Good to have you here.
Oh, there you go. Mine momentarily said lap 1 out of 3 instead of Q2 there, but the game sorted itself out.
Oh,
And
actually I had the same issue, I just didn't notice it at first. I noticed on the stream, but... Hey Easton, how you doing?
another AMS buddy there.
Trying to find... Yeah. How many have you got on your books now? Is it 12? There's a
Yeah,
Ferrari
around
coming out
about,
the pits.
around about that. Obviously, we're always looking for new talent.
Okay, awesome. Hey Lukey. Always good to know. Yeah, just keep sure you'll find your talent when you party at the exit of the pit lane. You've got Wee Firmage out behind both Alphas.
Those Alphas,
Kane, I believe, is the lead, the
Kane
second
and
one.
Jedi, they always seem to manage to get out in the first session. They must be like, boom, done,
Yep.
gone.
Yeah, they do. And then behind Wee Firmage, I didn't spot who that was. I think it may have been Lion, possibly. No, it wasn't. It was Mercedes.
Shadowclaw. It's Mr. Shadowclaw
Yes.
himself.
Because I think Lion is behind Shadow. So anyway, early action.
There's an array of people on mediums and some on softs.
Again, nothing wrong with that. I guess that tells us it's not going to be a fully wet race. Or does it?
But it depends if it's going to be a wet race from the start or from halfway through, or
Exactly, yeah.
some people might be setting a banker lap on the mediums and then full throttling out on the softs.
Yeah, we'll figure everything out as the session unfolds, I think. But we might not really understand the full answer till the race, which is fine either way. But we do know there is rain expected for the race, as everyone seems to be on an out lap. Well, most people are. Carl's still in the pits, as is Messi, Glenn, and Gambit and Orphan, but everyone else. Let's go on board with, I believe it was Jedi first car out, right? Yes, it is. Let's go and see Kane's lap. Jedi's lap, Kane's teammate, I should say.
And I'll keep an eye on Kane, as he's close behind. But yeah, no matter if it's wet or dry, the one thing you can guarantee is this track would be a good race. Obviously, some technical sections, some long straights, some good passing opportunities to be had on this track. So it should be a good race, whether it's going to be wet or dry. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to the spectacle either way. Let's hope we can do the race justice in the box. I know you certainly will, but I'll try my best too.
I'm sure you'll be alright. Kane was a little bit wayward going through the S's there. It wasn't as tidy, but then he is on those mediums, so track's still green.
Get there, yeah. Track is very green. Jedi's quite solid actually. It's not going to be the quickest time in the session, but I haven't noticed any significant errors at this point in the lap. It's highly likely he's done one and I've missed it, because I've been looking at elsewhere like the chat or the Deltas to see if everyone's out, which they are almost. A lot of people are about to be on a lap or have started one now in the early session, but I'm going to take this moment to say, you fancy taking a punt this early on pole, or?
Well, well, no, because it's just too hard to get pole from this early on. Obviously, you got the usual lot that are on podiums, like you got Messi, who's usually on a podium, Kane. Obviously, trying to think who else it could also be. Obviously, you got Lion, who obviously on his debut, I know he missed last week, he managed to get a podium
in the
pole. You didn't go back on. You didn't go on to Huggy, did you? You know full well you were a jinx for him. I think he would love
went
it
to hug it.
if
He's
he
lost
just
it through the S's.
I think he'd love it if you just didn't spectate him the whole race or the whole qualifying. I think he'd have an amazing race if you did that.
Well, I've already jinxed him early, so yeah, I'm happy to go along with that suggestion. Here comes Sarah across the line. 37.6 gets nicely out of the way for people that will be about to start a lap or on a lap. Very nice. 37.6 isn't too bad a time on the mediums, to be fair.
No, there is.
Thank you, we just did 36.8, so.
There is time to be had. Obviously, the track will just get quicker and quicker, so.
Butch Boy invalidated a 32.8 there. That's
yeah, it's very easy to validate around here. Obviously, the section 1 with those S's is absolute nightmare.
Yeah. We'll see if he can get it right on the second time around. Seems to have. Maybe not. It's a little bit tight to the limits there, but we'll see if he got away with that. Quickly have a look at Kyle, who's in sector 3. And goes into the pit lane, never mind, enough of that. Who else is on the lap? Huggy, I'm not looking at Huggy anymore.
Look at Glenn for another flyer.
Okay, we'll go shortly, but I just want to see how Glenn finishes off his first flying lap. He's gone for the soft option.
Taking it cautious, second to last corner. It was very cautious.
Yeah, I think sometimes you have to be.
34.8.
8. Not bad, a little bit more bravery. Could potentially put it on pole later, but never mind. That's a good lap for now.
Yeah, it's a good banker lap.
It was Fudge Boy. I think that's probably why he was so cautious. He was a banker lap. Yeah, he didn't get away with it. 36.7. Would have put in P7, but yeah, I think he validated the exit of the S's. Messi's on a lap.
Yeah. Line is 6 tenths up.
Good one. He's obviously had an incident somewhere. I've just waved at Easton, not that he can see it, but you have to as well.
Hi, Easton.
You put a
There you go.
Mackie and Phoenix give us a wave. There you go. Job done. Messi went 38.9, but I'm sure he's going to find a lot more.
I think Lion's going to get close here. 34.5.
Close.
That's very
Decent
good.
time on the mediums. 3 lap old, so he probably won't want to do any more than that if it is a dry start.
Who else is on a lap? I think Shadow Claw's on the lap as well. Running it down the DRS long straight.
I'm just filtering through the field, so Fudge Boy said a valid lap. We'll find out shortly. There you go.
Who goes fastest?
4-1. He will be starting on these sides, presumably if it's dry start, so
Yeah, that's just track evolution there. 3 lap old. Right.
yep.
You know the track's
Orphan
got
struggling a
quicker.
little bit through the S's, but a lot of people
Shadow
do.
Claw. What's he doing? 34.6.
4-6. There we go. Messi into the pits. Gambit on an out lap. So Orphan is the only one on a lap, I think, at the moment. People have just completed one, so all right on board with the Red Bull for now.
He's got some work to do to try and catch up to his teammate. So his yellows. Top 3. No, that's one.
Apparently it will be a full wet race, so it doesn't really matter what they do with the tyres, apparently. Thanks for the info, Martin. Appreciate it. But also be prepared for a dry end, because you know what this game is like.
Yes.
Here comes Orphan around the final corner. Better think then. Runs the curb and puts it in 36-0 territory. So look at Gambit on and out on his first lap. Get to him in Sector 2. This is a Renault fan in Sector 3. Probably just someone slowing down or something, just to give space. It's quickly resolved itself, so I was probably right there.
Mm-hmm. There goes P3.
He does. See what happens when I don't watch him.
So it's right when I watch him, he doesn't cause any mistakes.
Kane, there we
Kane.
go.
Goes for the
Maybe at the
fastest.
timing.
That's 2.
Good job. Very competitive time. But here comes Gambit. He's going to just put a banker in for now, presumably. It was invalidated, so maybe that's something I should have spotted earlier. He was in mode 0. Now he's going for it. See how he copes with the S's. He comes there for the first time.
Look pretty tidy.
Yeah, not much element of error there.
This is always another hard corner to try and get right. Just got a lot of speed off there. Coming down, heavy braking. Into
Seems to have done
second.
that alright, to be fair. It's a good line.
Have a nice little slipstream. Sort of a slipstream from
Open
car
your
in front.
DRS. Have a bit of... well, whatever the word I was searching for, I've forgotten, but never mind.
Buy your dictionary
No
at
idea.
Christmas.
Please. Actually, maybe a thesaurus. I need to expand my vocab and expand how to speak English that I've been doing since I was a children.
Child.
No, children.
Since you were a child.
No, children.
Children. Because there was more than one of you.
Yes. Yes. Anyway, Gambit puts in P2. 34-0.
Should be enough to put him through.
Oh dear, I've done it again.
God. Who was you watching this time?
Certainly wasn't watching Kyle when he put it in a wall. That didn't
Who
happen.
you was?
No. I'm scared to watch anybody now. Anyway, on board with championship leader. What could possibly go wrong?
God. There's another section. Yellow sector when you said that.
Well,
That's quickest with a 33-1.
a Shadow Claw. Just started a new lap by the look of it. Oh, flat through there. This engine must be tortured. No hint of a lift at all. I'm scared. Everyone's out for a final lap. Apart from Kane and Jedi, who Kane doesn't really need to bother. I think he's probably through. Sarah opens the DRS coming down the straight. It's always a good time I like to have a stretch of the fingers and thumbs just going down straight, just because there's a lot of tenseness when I drive and stuff, so I'll do it on the straight and hopefully it helps, but chat's got weird, I don't like it anymore.
First boy goes quickest.
Boy goes quickest, 32.9. Sarah improves the time, but unfortunately can't improve position. Let's see what Orphan can do. Oh dear. Have I done it again? No, he skipped it out the wall, but that's ruined his lap. Yep, been abandonment. Let's have a look at Tanky. 2 up. Okay then.
Lion is 1.2 seconds up. He goes 33 dead.
Wow. Here comes Tanky around the final corner. Glaister's still tense. Lion went up there. Shadow. Tanky only 12. Shadow Claw. Don't know what he did, but was through anyway. Yeah, there we go. There's the just in case. Take a screenshot of that.
Yeah. So
We've
5 people
unfortunately
we have lost.
both Renaults.
Yep.
I'll let you carry on, sorry.
So yeah, we've lost Wee Firmage in the Ferrari, Tanky in the Racing Point, Overcome in the Red Bull, and then both Renaults of Sarah and obviously Kyle, who didn't set a lap time because of
That's my bad.
Mackie's commentators curse.
I swear, man, like, some of these people will be kind of hoping they race in the same tier as me in the future so that I don't do that anymore. I hate to... I don't like it when commentators curse someone, but we're on lap 1 of 3 again. Cheers, Cole.
Yep. Same. New update. New update and they still can't get things right.
It's just... I don't know why we're surprised anymore. Honestly, I think that's just... I don't know.
Is that an engine I can hear?
It is. It looks like there's a Red Bull going out. And a car already went out of Huggy. So I'm not allowed to go look at that.
Look at someone in the pits. Kane's
Kane's
coming out.
AMS. Lion who's coming out. Lion and then both Alphas. Again. Oh, they're racing each other at the exit. That's not smart.
No, you don't want to be doing that, boys.
Sorry, I just looked at Huggy by accident. I'm quickly off him. I'll never live it down, will I?
Nope.
I'm sure Glenn or Luke is in the party going, wait till I speak to Mackie later. Well then.
Can't help it that when you go onto someone, they decide to bin it.
I know. I'm going to get a reputation. I already have one as well. Just ask Barry from another league. I curse that poor guy every week. It's unbelievable. But
Some
anyway,
people just
sorry
have
Barry.
their own bad luck.
Yes, Easton. Hello.
Who is the first one? I'll keep an eye on Huggy. Which you can't.
Yep, I'm on board with Gambit as he's just started a flying lap. I was a little bit wide out of turn, whatever that was, turn 1 I believe, but whatever. I do that turn different every time I go around it as well.
It is a hard turn to take, turn 1.
It just feels like my braking's always different every lap, and thus that changes my line. Anyway, Gambit clearly hasn't invalidated, he's still in mode 5. Oh no, he's gone down to 3 now. But anyway.
It's been a cleanish lap for Huggy Bear. He's lost it a little bit around to the final sector, but this boy's obviously using no traction control.
Well, credit to anyone that can do that. I'm struggling. We'll get across the line there, 34.2, didn't see it. I was on board with another car.
Yeah, you made a couple of mistakes, so you can get into the 133s easily.
Alright.
was lined
Or,
as a
you know,
32.5.
32.5. That week break's done him good. Wasn't here last week. Had someone else in the seat.
Gambit did a 34.8.
Yep. I'm on board with Messi as he's just approached Sector 3. He's not particularly on a lap though. He must have been validated earlier on, so we'll come back to him shortly. Let's have a look at Glenster now. He's just coming down the straight. Just before Sector 3. Oh, maybe a slightly early turn in there, we'll see. Yeah, mode 0. He may well have been anyway. Let's find someone that's on a lap, shall we? Is Fudge Boy on a lap? Sure, why not? Let's pretend he is.
I believe so.
Kane's back out on the track.
Jedi's on a lap as well.
Okay.
Jedi's in the last section now.
Alright, we'll check that out then, so we can bring it to you. I think that is Glenster in front of him. No, it's not. Glenster's in the pits. I'm an idiot. It's Gambit. Will he get out the way? Yes. Don't know if he put a Jedi off a little bit there. I don't know if he
would have a
impeded him,
little bit.
like, just slightly, yeah. 33.4,
Yeah.
I think there's definitely time to find there, but
Yeah, I think
Gambit
Gambit,
travel onto a lap.
Gambit could have let him pass sooner.
Yeah, I think it's a story of his season. Like, could have got out of the way sooner, but anyway, we'll see. 33.0 for Fudge Boy. Tribal's just started a lap. We'll check him shortly. Messi is low on fuel, but on a lap. We're on the final corner. Puts it in P3 for now. 33.1. Shadow across the line also. 34.3. Back to Tribal. He's only in Sector 2, so we'll stay on board with him. Till either he finishes the lap or decides to pit or whatever. Camera time's all yours, sir. Enjoy it.
Kane gets out the way nice. Jedi.
Yeah, he's always good at getting out of the way. He's Kane. Always a pleasure to see that.
Let's see what kind of time Tribal's doing, because it's going to the finish line.
Yep. 35.0. Lost time somewhere. Didn't really see where from that angle, but
I was either on a scrub set or
Kane is put it P5.
struggle to get into the pits and get back out again.
Yeah. It's definitely pressure's on now. If you're not in the top 4, you'd want to be. I think Kane's just about got enough time to put some new tyres on and go back out again if he wants.
Yeah, well, he's giving it.
But he's
overtake.
pushing it a little bit.
He is powering to try and get to that line.
I think he's got a minute before he has to panic, and he's about 25 seconds away from pit lane, so he should be okay if he wants, but
He needs to get in, get tyres and get out. No,
Yeah.
no
if he
faffing.
finishes this lap, that's probably the end of quali for
The
him.
problem is his pit window's off. Now he had a red light on his pit. Now he's okay.
And here we go. Cobbo's going to finish the second lap. Down the final corner. Can he improve? A little bit, but doesn't improve position. Lance is just sector 2, I believe, so we'll come to him later. Gambit on an out lap. Anyone close to starting a lap? Shadow's just come out. Okay,
No.
okay. I'm not going to see any more of him. So now he's on the DRS straight. Looks like Gambit is about to start a lap, so we'll go on board with him again. Or the front nose cone of his car, at least, from this camera angle. Okay then. Definitely about confidence through ESs. I notice people are getting more and more confident the longer the session goes on, but how that's going to feel on full fuel as well in the wets is going to be a completely new learning experience for a lot of people who may not necessarily have done a lot of running in the wet.
There'll be a lot of people changing their setups and scrambling to try and get their engineer to get them a wet setup.
Yeah.
Obviously, beauty of this league is obviously you're qualifying off, so you know you can use a dry setup for your qualifying, and then have a wet setup.
No. You say that like it's our fault. We wanted it on, but Cody's didn't make it work. But yeah, I know your point.
So you know you could, if you've got an engineer in your ear, you can always tell them to quickly go on time trial so they can get a wet setup that feels like it's going to work, so they can still carry on with their qualifying dries and use the wet one for the race.
Yeah.
As Huggy Bear invalidated, but he's alright. So he's
that
still
wasn't me.
No, I was watching him this time.
Yeah, I'm not looking at him.
He invalidated him himself this time.
Gambit goes P5, 33.6. That's time to go again though. Shadow is just coming around the S's in sector 1 to start after the start of his lap, so we'll get on board with him later. Jedi is in sector 2, not up. He's down on his time, so I don't know. He's going to finish the lap by the look of it. Still in mode 5, but I might well have just turned it down if I know it was down and just saved it for the second lap, but never mind. Still in P4. Good place to be. In the dry, but in the wet, I don't know. Out of ERS though as he comes around the final corner. A little bit wide as well, that might have invalidated. He wasn't slower, it wasn't quicker anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
No, he's going to go for another lap. Obviously he might have thought he was a bit critical on time, didn't realise how much was left, so he just kept on pushing.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's one possibility as well I suppose. The Tribal's session is finished, as was in the pit lane.
Not going to help that he's got Huggy Bear right behind him.
Well, I'm certainly not going to go look at that one then. Shadow abandons, goes in the pits, and so then he'll be starting from maximum P8.
I think Huggy actually made a mistake on turn 1 before I got to him, that's why Jedi was able to overtake him.
Okay.
Jedi's down, so he's not going again.
Yeah, okay. Gambit in the pits, there we go, that's the end of his quali. Leinster 103.3. I'm not sure where that's going to put him in translation to everybody else. I haven't got any sector times to go on in this session either.
Yeah, he couldn't improve. He was 7 tenths down.
Like you needed to.
Which was in Messi. The improvement is in the last sector.
Let's see what Glenster does first. P7 for Glenn.
Rose Kane goes fastest with a 140, 132.4.
Oh dear. Done it again. I mean, Huggy's just sat at pit exit.
I can see him. Yeah, I can see it. Messi does a 32.9, so that puts him up to third.
That's the end of quality for those guys. Jedi and Fudge in the pits. There we go. So that will be the starting grid, barring any penalties that the game hasn't told us about. But Kane, back on pole position. at the last second there, which didn't see. So well done.
Yeah, only just.
You'll need that. Yeah, by just over a tenth, right?
Yes, just over a 10%.
He's in desperate
Look
need
at
of that
that.
pole position. I know he wanted it a
One,
couple of
two,
weeks ago,
three.
but couldn't go yet. But yeah, good time. That's
This is ABC.
screenshot saved, just in case we need it for anything. I hope we don't. But anyway, yeah. So to confirm, Kane pole position, Lion P2, Messi P3, Fudge 4th, Jedi P5, Gambit in 6th, Glenstar P7, Huggy P8, Shadow P9, and Tribal P10. Bit of a spread between positions. I mean, first and second are close, then you've got close to between third and fourth, but nowhere near first and second, and then everyone else is just a little bit spread out behind them in similar patterns. So, Glenstar and Huggy separated by 10 thousandths. Wow. There you go.
So 2 by
that
2
tells
by
me
2 they were.
If it was a dry race at any point, there should be some battles, but I have no idea what anyone does in the wet, so this could be fascinating to watch.
Well, usually the wet equalises everyone, doesn't it?
It does. It looks like Inters to me.
I don't know. That looks full wets.
We'll see. It looks
There's a
Inters,
little-
but like we said, it could be wets. We'll see.
We're all going to be scrambling now, trying to find a wet setup, fixing everything, changing
Yep.
things round.
But let's just hope the rules still apply and no one's a naughty engine. So yeah. Any feelings on who you think might win the race? That's Glenn.
Glenstar.
Oh dear. Uh-oh. I don't know how that happened.
He's usually a good one, isn't he? He doesn't usually do that.
Boogie, what happened?
Did he accidentally push it?
If he accidentally pushed it, he's not racing Brazil. Oh well. Accidental in chat, well, doesn't matter. Accidental still triggers the rules. Should really know better, but never mind. Kane leads the pack away very slowly on Inters. Everyone's on Inters. I was right. Back to Ginger away. Everyone's taking it very cautious at the moment.
Yeah,
I know
well,
it's formation lap and everything, but still.
cold tyres. No one wants to
Yeah, cold tyres
out
just
on
want to know where the
formation,
grip is,
do they?
and that is lag from Jedi there. Okay then. Never seen it that bad before. Well, I probably have, but... Oh. There's my warning that my batteries are flat, so if we suddenly... Actually, I'll probably just change my batteries real quick now on the formation lap. Give me a second. Don't want to risk losing in them. So, yeah.
As the rule being very good behind, no one seems to have come back to the grid. They're all being very good little engines. Somehow.
Really want to see, but Huggy's behind Kyle. I don't know what happened to him, but... Anyhow.
Yeah, maybe he's just going super slow. He's just been overtaken by the plane. I don't know.
He may have been off, I didn't see it, but... anyhow, they seem to be, like you say, being good engines and just driving at a reasonable pace, so... But again, if there are any complaints, then stewards will deal with that, and Gambit's found
Oh,
more.
look at that. just
I
saw
wasn't
that
even on board with him.
On Lion. I was on with Lion, I could see some tall of us. So just go,
I was on with Shadow.
Sideways.
He's behind P3, I don't know how that's happened. P9 is behind P3, that's not really acceptable, but...
Oh, Fudge Boy, Jedi both for the starts. Gambit, Glenstar. All them lot are at the
I think what's happened there is Gambit lost and possibly unintentionally hit someone.
Yeah.
Which is crashed it, and that's removed them all. But anyway,
It's close to the end anyway, so it's...
Yeah.
it's
I don't think I
Won't miss
mind
out
too
too
much from
much.
there. But anyway, Kane takes his position in pole. Kyle pulls in to P15 at the back, next to his Renault teammate.
Come on, give me a better camera than this, thank you.
Our time code is 5 lights. Eventually,
Oh, 5 lights, there you
very
go.
gingerly
You're gone.
away, but I think Lion gets
Lion,
a slightly better
he's got a good
start there.
on Kane.
Any carnage behind?
Huggy's got a good lap. Huggy's
Yeah,
got...
no, that's
Huggy's going
Huggy
into third.
P3. It's a good start. Everyone seems to be through
Huggy
turn 1
outside
there.
of Messi.
Well done, lad. Well done, lads and Sarah. Well done, everyone. That's everyone through turn 1. Oh, well, that's not... yeah.
As Huggy has
Oh,
lost
Huggy
it.
just sideways lost it on the S's.
Yeah.
I think on his own.
Yeah, he put his foot down a bit too much.
And
Didn't
I
have
can't
the
be
grip.
blamed for that. I wasn't on board with him, so that's not my fault. But I think... Did he keep it under the
Probably
wall? Has he got damage?
traction. He has left end plate damage.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah, it looks... The way he was taking the S's looks like he does have damage, but... We'll filter through the field and see if anyone else is hampered. Kyle up to P11 off there.
Messi obviously dropped a couple of positions due to it.
Yeah,
Obviously he's gone behind the 2 Toro Rossos. It's the 2 Toro Rossos are fighting with each other.
okay.
Glancy's
Gleason
got
takes
the...
the position from Gambit.
Oh, and then Gambit hit the back of him, losing him end plate.
Oh, well.
Into braking.
Yeah, I didn't really see
Tribal
that
and
one.
Messi
So.
are going at it.
Nope, that's a little bit...
Oh, as Messi
Clumsy.
has outspun it.
Yeah, I didn't see whose fault that was either. Unless he's lost the position there to Jedi as well. Bundles his way
he's
through.
lost the position to Jedi.
Firmage gets the first no engine point of the day, I think.
Mm-hmm. Not a good day for the old champ. Is it Messi's championship leader? It's not a good day
Yep.
for him.
Line there,
At the
51.9.
moment.
Great news for Kane. And Fudge Boy. Who really capitalise at the moment. But there's a long way to go.
As Messi's looking to have the speed on Jedi going into turn 1. But doesn't quite have it.
Oof.
And then, oh, nearly. Puts it down a bit too much and then Jedi cuts him up. Nearly had his front wing off.
So look at Shadow in P10. Half a second behind Wee, Firmage. And yeah, controls are very much a problem in these conditions through there. I think that's 4 cars that just missed the S and just couldn't turn into it. So that will probably be a warning to all of them through no fault of their own. Carl's under a second behind Shadow, but of course that doesn't matter. No DRS in these conditions at the moment. As A is raining and
Seems
B,
like
we're only on the second lap of the race, so
they're
it's still being active anyway.
Looks like they're struggling a little bit with grip as well, so
Here comes
maybe
Carl.
it might be
Line up and
crossover
move.
going up to Inters to wet.
Seems to get it done with ease. And that is Kyle up into P10.
Sarah, look like she's going to go for a move on Overcome. She's sort of backed out of it.
I think in these conditions, unless you know you're going to get the move done, it's probably wise to not go for it. But yeah, it's good to see her so close to the action and in there with a chance of a good result. And now said that, I apologise now for any commentator's curse that happens.
As the top 3 is basically maintaining a gap to each other.
Yeah.
Pulling away from both Toro Rossos. Tanky and Overcome are fighting.
Yep, looks like Orphan's got the move done, and Kyle is now up into P9. He's overtaken Wee Firmage as well.
Oh,
Slightly
Overcome
taps his
hits the
back
of
end, but
Kyle.
I didn't see any damage
Give
there,
him
so
some
we'll
wing
go away with that
damage.
one.
It might give him damage on the actual screen, but not visual damage.
It's weird
Sarah
sometimes
goes
you
up,
think. So
overtakes. Sarah's overtook Overcome, and Tanky's lost 2 positions. That's Sarah up to 12.
Yep.
2 Renaults
There you
making
go.
some positions.
Good to see. Yeses are very tricky in these conditions though. It's not ideal at all, but keep going everyone.
Shadowclaw, it has got some right end plate damage. Shadowclaw, so he's going to be struggling.
Tanky's just lost position to Huggy there. And that would swap them back around. Is Overcome going to get the move done on Sarah down the straight? No, he thinks better of it. And Sarah gives him plenty of room. But stays ahead. You like to see?
Good defender there by Sarah.
Yep, very good. So tricky as well to drive in these conditions, but Fudge Boy there.
Which resets the pass that starts to catch up to Kane.
I think Kane's just doing what he needs to for now. I think he's just ensuring he keeps it on the road.
Messi is on the back of Tribal.
Okay, we'll go to that one. He's just behind Gambit as well, yeah. So that could be a three-way battle very shortly.
Into the pits.
Oh. Oh well. That's,
Jedi's left the session.
That would be connection related.
He's releasing positions.
Let's hope he doesn't cause a problem for people behind him, and that is Kyle just keeping it out of the wall, but spun out of the points.
Can't invite him back to the session.
He should be able to get back anyway.
Is it on friends only or is it on invite?
Should
only?
be, yeah. Should be friends only. But would be locked down to the maximum number of people.
Jedi is back in and Overcome has now got a 3-second penalty.
Tribal and Gambit. Is he going to go for a late move? Probably not in these conditions, but in dry he may well have considered it. But he's right on the gearbox there.
This Gambit has got some ring damage, so he's going to be struggling in his position.
Yeah.
So he's going to be struggling. Because now Kane has sort of gone, right, I don't want Fudge Boy on me anymore, I'm going to go catch up to Scott Lion, so...
Yeah.
He's dropped Fudge Boy a little bit and caught right up to Lions. Still can't get quite close enough to make an overtake now.
See, Messi's on the back of Tribal now, who's fighting with the back of Gambit. So this is not quite the 3-car train I was expecting earlier, but it's still a 3-car train. Well, sort of. It's almost there. I think if Tribal gets a little closer to Gambit, then we've got a real battle. Of course, you don't really want to be doing that through the S's, so... As you see, the Dirty playing havoc with Messi, trying to get it turned in there. It's got to be doubly worse in these conditions, but... Anyway. What do I know about it all? Look at the progress of Kane now, who seems to be ever closer on the leader. As you pointed out a few moments ago, he's definitely had enough of Fudge Boy being right behind him, so he's got a bit of a shift on. Just looking at all the other battles as well. We're back with Gambit and Tribal.
He's going to make a move on Shadowclaw.
Yeah, let's go catch that then.
Is it going to make it stick? Oh,
Not quite.
She backed out a little bit. She didn't want to commit too much.
No, I mean that's probably the smart thing to do in these conditions, like I said earlier.
But she's keeping up and she has the pace over him, so...
It's good. It's awesome to see. Brilliant.
It's only a matter of time before she gets to that P10.
You don't... I'm not going to say anything, because I don't want to jinx anything. But yeah, impressive progress every week. Messi lifts off a little bit going through. Oh dear, through the S's. As Overcome has got past Tanky there, I didn't see it, but he's back through to P12.
Did Kyle go right to the back, 14?
Kyle sort of went off at the S's a few laps ago and just kept it out the wall.
Oh, what, like Tanky has just done?
Sure. He's right at the back, P15, but still going.
First, top 3 are within a second of each other.
Yeah. There's a yellow flag somewhere. I'm not sure. Is that Huggy? Seems to be. Maybe not. I don't know. I think so. Seems to have dropped right back. Yeah, he's lost a chunk of time there. He's struggling. Let's go back to Kane and see his progress for the next lap or so. As he's trying to think of a way to get through Lion. I wonder how conditions are going to improve or not as the race goes on. Don't know how much heavier the rain's likely to get, if it's ever going to stop, which is we'll see over the course of the next 22 laps, I guess, as the line gets a naughty engine point. That will please Kane.
Very much.
Which boy behind gets one as well. That's going to make him even happier.
Sarah has managed to get past Shadowclaw.
Good to see. Oh,
She's
has she?
into the gravel, and she's off. Looked like it happened at turn 1.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. I got there late, but...
And I think she clipped it, that's why she was slow getting back onto the
Right,
track.
oh, okay. Fair enough.
Maybe Shadowclaw pushed her off.
Potentially from the angle she rejoined it, it's possible from the arrows, but we'll
Wait,
the shields will be looking at that later.
That one.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's Tribal. Has he got past Gambit?
I'd say yes, but you'd never really know. Has he?
Is it under the braking?
Yes, he has. Just about. No, come on.
Gambit's still got his nose in there.
That probably wasn't the best thing to do. That Lugie is the fastest lap, sir. 50.8 so far. Don't know why you're asking me 7 laps into a race, but okay.
There's Gambit staying with Tribal.
And of course that's taking Messi along with him as well.
Uses it coming out of corners though, doesn't it, Gambit? As he's got his wing damage, you can't quite
Yeah, you can't like
get it in and get the power down, and his tyre wear's going to start kicking in.
exactly, yeah.
But he's doing well at the moment. Keep it where he is. Still in the chance. It's a good point. So
He's still going round, so that's always a good thing.
as Shadowclaw is being
Oh,
bottleneck, 4 drivers.
Gambit, naughty. Sarah's also a naughty engine a few moments ago with one as well, but and Carl joins the penalty party.
Unfortunately, you've got Shadowclaw who's going slow, no one can overtake him, and obviously they're trying to get past because obviously they can go quicker.
Yeah, it looks to be the case.
Messi and
Messi's
Gambit.
off track there.
Messi, yeah, he's
Little-
outbraked
he
himself
dolded a
coming
little
down the
bit, yeah.
straight.
So if it rains tomorrow, Daniel's got a broken arm, but if it's dry, they'll be fixed. Good to know.
Alright.
Good to know. But yeah. There's battles all over the place. I'm going to go back and look at the top three because they're pretty much neck and neck at this point, nose to tail anyway. So we're going to have a look at this from on board P3's position. Alvcon briefly went into P10, but now he's behind Kyle now. I'm not sure what happened there, but yeah. Alvcon down from 10 to 12. Now Kyle back up into P10. I feel like I should go look at this. Well, I was looking at the top three, and Fudgeboy seems to have dropped off the back a little bit over this sector. We firmage with naughty engine point. Yeah, we'll go back. There's battles all over the place here. I'm not really sure where to look. At the moment, I'll stay on board with Kane and Lion and Fudge for this battle, but and keep an eye on all the gaps as well. Overcoming Shadow. We've
Overcome.
switched again.
Yeah. I've got to pass them both.
I'm going to have a look at this.
Shadow. Goes through it
Overcome's
again.
a little bit wide there.
Overcome let him through.
There we go.
Also wrong with Overcome.
Yeah. Overcome just let her through as he's made a bit of a bad entry and just didn't want to cause an incident, so just let people behind him go, which is quite smart to do, to be fair. Even though you're in a race, but you know you've made a bit of a mess of things and just don't want to compromise people behind you, so all good.
We'll have Sarah on Shadow Floor again. Round
Overcome
2,
on
ding
tanky
ding.
behind though as well. But Messi's even closer to the back of Gambit in P7.
Yeah. See how much time Messi's losing. You know, Tribal's managed to pull nearly 2.5 seconds ahead of Gambit already. So, only been a couple of laps since he did that overtake.
Is Messi going to get the move done? Seems to have the overspeed on Gambit. Does he have the line? Does he have the optimum braking point? Not really, no.
Thank you, naughty.
Yep. Naughty indeed, but never mind.
Oh, Kyle's lost it.
Again, he's kept it
Pull
out the
the
wall, I
DRS
think.
straight. Yeah, pull the DRS straight.
Yeah, okay. Tell you what, Gambit's doing extremely well. Like he's got a bit of front wing damage to keep it ahead of people that are quicker than him. Having said that,
Yes.
oh, that's
It is wet.
I mean, I was gonna say if that was dry, he'd have lost the position there, but
If that was dry, he'd be at the back by now.
potentially, yeah. Oh, I mean, I wasn't gonna say that, but sure, I can see your point there. Ben with a naughty, Gambit off the track. those two things aren't necessarily related. They are in the same team. Make of that what you will. Messi goes a little bit too deep there. Cost himself a bunch of time. Let's get a bit safe for another few laps.
Kyle's in the pits.
He is, yeah. Must have been front wing change. Potentially.
Sarah managed to get past Shadowclaw.
Indeed she has. But
Monkey's turn to try and get past.
Lion takes fastest lap of the race, 50.7. Those engineers counting that out there.
Now the thing is are they able to take these tyres right to the end? Or are they going to have to do a pit stop?
Cole's
Or is there going to be a drive
off
period?
track again. Just out the pits and doing donuts.
He's in a banana. It's very
Had a
slippy,
very, very eventful race as Kyle. Butch Boy seems to be closer to the back of Kane than he has for a few laps. So we'll go on board from him and see the view that Kane has to Lion as well. I've come back up into 12th. Overcome and Tanky seem to be having a massive ding-dong and we're not seeing any of it. Because by the time I get there, there's nothing going on. I cut away again and they're fighting again. This is where I wish we could multi-stream.
Yes.
That we could, but you know. Here we go, I've come with another play, and that looks like Lion pitting. Is it? No. Changed his mind. I think he thought about it. I think he was either trying to fool one of the two behind him to pit or just completely made a huge error. But anyway, he didn't pit. I think that's cost him a bit of time.
Pressure on himself though.
Yeah, and that's Fudge Boy going for a move,
Ooh,
but I don't think he'll make that. Yeah,
Yeah. Backed out.
yeah, very smart, but yeah. You see, we've seen that quite a few times by drivers backing out of a potential move because of the conditions. Like if it's dry, no one gives it a second thought, but in the wet, people are like, nope, not doing that. Messi does pit though from B7. Just wondering, like,
Yeah.
Flying didn't mean to pit, but completely made a mess of it and had to go around again. Or if it was just a general mistake, or he was just trying to get one of these two to pit instead of him. Whatever.
We've got Fudge Boy who's driving the move on Kane.
Yeah, again, but he
Just can't get it quite done.
He doesn't, and I've gone into P11. No, wait, no, back down to 12.
Yeah.
You know what?
Him and
Alright, look at this one. Sorry. Sorry, leaders, but this is
Shadow
intriguing me
turn
now too much. Oops. Sarah got another one there. Unlucky. See, now I've gone to Overcome. Nothing's happening.
watch Tanky on over. He's getting close.
Yeah, I've just noticed the gap
Fudge
behind.
Boy's in the pits.
Fudge Boy pits, yep. So that's not going to change an awful lot up front. Oh, Tanky's kept it out of the wall.
This Fudge Boy is going to come out behind Glanster.
Yes.
Definitely going to be in front of Tribal.
Yeah, Tribal's not even around the final
But
corner yet.
got a little bit of clean air, but
That's what you need, yeah.
masses of
Especially in
it.
these conditions. There's a yellow flag for something. Don't exactly know what. Is it Kyle again? He seems to be all over the yet.
Right, Shadowclaw and Overcome are fighting.
Nope, that's Kyle in the wall again.
With Huggy Bear right on their backside.
Yep, was going to go back on track, but saw the leaders approaching, so didn't.
Oh, as Overcome lets Huggy past. Overcome's too nice.
He is.
He's too nice. He needs to be more aggressive, more ruthless.
I mean,
Don't let him
sometimes.
past.
Well,
This isn't traffic school.
I mean, while I agree, I also don't agree. Because I am very similar. Like, I'm not gonna. I know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get to the end, and if the guy's quicker than me, I'm not gonna fight him too hard, especially in conditions like this. But I do hear your point.
Fight to the end.
Yeah, I'd love to. Anyway, Messi's on the back of Wee Firmage. I think he's got the traction out of the corner to get the move done. Does he have the braking zone in these conditions to make it stick? Probably. He's ahead now before the break, so he should be fine.
Is Wee Firmage going to go for it though?
Firmage will
Wee
just
Firmage.
try and take the...
Ooh.
Okay, Kane and Lion are
Lion-
both in the
Lion.
pits. Who's
Yeah.
going to come out first?
Oh, that was
Oh.
close.
Looks like Lion just pips him out. But he's a lot closer than he was when he went in.
Here's where's Fudge Boy. He's going to have...
Nowhere.
His tire's going to be up to temp.
Yeah.
He's going to be able to get past these.
Tribal and Gambit in as well. Kyle back in again from P15. Leinster goes on though. Intriguing. Be a great decision. Jedi. Yeah, Kyle retires in the pits, so I'm not surprised. I think that's one incident too many.
Gambit's
Unfortunate for
getting
him.
his wing changed.
Yeah, that would have hurt him a lot, that wing, as you said earlier, but now he can just really set about trying to get back to where he was.
Still in the points. Sarah's coming to the pits.
Oh. I wondered where she went.
So he's Overcome and Tanky.
So the only one left to pit are Jedi from 5th and Glenster from technically the lead, but I think he would be net
Huggy needs to
P4.
pit again.
Yeah, I don't think he'll get to the end on
Because
those, but
obviously he's on level up old tyres. So
yeah, I'm just saying the only ones that need to pit once are the leader and Jedi, who haven't been in
Yeah.
yet.
well, Jedi should be in this lap.
Yeah, I think potentially he will be. Yeah, it's a good time to make it. I
Getting
think.
attacked by Tribal.
Well, that's
He's
the move
got
done.
Tribal pass.
I'm just trying to think. Like,
Spencer's still going.
actually, Wee Firmage needs to pit as well. I just noticed that in P8. I don't think he's been in yet, has he? Oh no, or has he?
No, he hasn't. No, he's on lap 14 tyres.
Sometimes I get confused by the lap delta. Sometimes it's 2 less than it should be, and I realise it's not all in sync. So I'm confused. Anyway. Shadow's down in P13. Messi, the championship leader, P7 at the moment. Jedi pits now. You were right. Once again, sir. As Gambit gets a 3
Gambit
second.
gets a penalty. He's not used to having so much
Not used to having downforce, is
steering.
he?
Yeah,
He's able to be 6 then with that Jedi stop.
and
Fudge is
I'll just be
in the back of Kane again.
in a
as always.
sec.
Okay, no problem.
Daughter's crying.
Dear. Hope whatever's bothering her, she's fine. But anyway, Fudge is on the back of Kane as he has been pretty much all afternoon. Kane is on the back of Lion as he has been since the start, so this race is shaping up to have a great finish. We're now more than halfway through the race. On lap 16. There's 13 to go. I think that's how maths works. Yellow in sectors 1 and 2, don't know why. Still don't know why, but he's gone. Pretty sure Glenister will be in this lap, will he? Yes, he will. It's a solid first stint for Glenn, though, to be fair. Very good effort. Solidified P4, I think, for that, with the gap there. Hang on. Just noticed there's only one McLaren out there today. Interesting. Lap 17 of a race, I've noticed there's a car missing. Dear, dear, dear. Now let's see what Gambit can do when he's got full downforce underneath him and chasing another car. Can he make a move stick, because Refurmage doesn't really make it too easy for him to pass, fair enough. Slightly later on the brakes. Can Gambit do a switchback? Not really. He's going to try it though. Can he get it done? Yeah, he can actually. Good move. But that's put him a little bit too deep, and that's Refurmage straight back through again. Gone the wrong way there. I think Huggy will have to pit again very soon as well, so I should put Sarah back into the points. Fudge has just dipped a little bit outside the 1 second window, so for now, Kane and Lion monitoring the gap. I think Gambit's actually going to go for a move again. Can he make it stick this time? Kane says fastest lap of the race. Nope. Gambit's outbraked himself a little bit, and that's twice now. Refurmage retains P7. Not through there. Actually, Refurmage hasn't pit yet, has he? Those tyres can't be that pleasant to drive now. Got to be in sometime soon. Nope, it goes again. Certainly, Easton. How many seconds would you like added onto your race tomorrow? No, I'll find that out for you, actually. In a second. Oh, before he just completely misses that corner there. Okay. I'll give you a penalty update as soon as I can. I just don't want to miss anything by going into the menu, so as I said a moment ago, Huggy will now pit, and that should see Sarah back into the points. Just check that I haven't jinxed. There we go. Yep, that's fine. Another gun should be through as well. Yep. Huggy down in front of Tanky anyway. You know what? If something happens, then let's just have a look at race director. Lion is 1. Kane is a very clean, good engine. Fudge has 1. Glenister has a warning away from 2. Tribal 1. Messi 2 warnings on lap 1 and nothing since. Refurmage A lot, 2, 3. Gambit, 2. Jedi, nothing. Sarah has 2. Huggy, lot, there we go. Overcome has 3. And no one changed position but Shadow. Oh,
That's a big time penalty there for... Oh god, they're all coming in now, look at that.
Gambit's got another one, yeah. I've just been checking through the penalties as well because chat wanted to know.
But there's quite a few.
There's only a couple of the drivers that don't have a penalty. Jedi's one of them. He's got no warnings, he's squeaky clean.
He might be able to gain some places then, because I think Gambit's got quite a few, isn't he?
Gambit has got a few, yeah. Sarah's got a couple. I think she got another one while I was checking.
Bit too much.
Overcome's just got another one, so
messy.
that's really him. I think... Just keep going.
Kane's got another one.
Oh, Kane's
Lion's
got another one. I didn't think Kane had one before. Lion's just got another one. Just checked it, but I didn't think he had one. Maybe I misread it.
Oh, well, he's got one now.
Yeah, he's got one now, yeah. But that means Lion's got 2. So he's still technically winning right now. Fudge has the same behind, so... Anyway, yeah. Try to keep track of these over the remaining 8 or so laps. Yeah, but he's got way more penalties than Sarah does, so it shouldn't be an issue come the end of the race, as long as you can stick in that window. I'm pretty sure he has like 4 penalties and she's got 2 or 3, so she should get that position back. And he's safe behind, as Overcome is further behind and has more penalties, so she should be okay in the end. But I'll check that on lap 27 or something. Don't really know what that's for.
Right.
Can't find any evidence of anything, so... Is that a rogue yellow flag? Cody's just got bored or something?
No, it was...
I literally couldn't find it.
Jedi lost it. It was Jedi lost it. Because he's now behind Gambit.
Oh. Well, that's the cause of that then. I didn't see anything off track as well, I just didn't register that Jedi lost a position to Gambit, that's all. Wow. Okay.
This Kane is still hounding Lion. Oh,
yep.
Thought Gambit was going to go do some drifting around there then.
Yellow flag somewhere, I don't know why, it's gone anyway. I was going to say, yeah, Kane's definitely hungry for a win here.
Jedi's dropped back from Gambit. And Push Boy's dropping back from the top 2, so... Doesn't look like it's ever going to ease up.
No, it's remains
a bit of a drop.
Wet. For once, Weather Jeff seems to have been telling the truth. Wet all the way through.
Yeah. Overcome has caught right up to Sarah. Well, I'll say, Wee Firmage has done 20 laps on those inters.
Yeah, that's
He's driving around with 0 ERS.
it's actually
Just to
a tactic
preserve
you
his
can do.
tyres.
To be fair, I've seen it before. But it was heavy wet and it was the blue ring tyre. But I've seen it before. You can do immense laps on them, so we'll see.
He's getting caught by Gambit, but he does look like he's struggling for traction. Tanky gets a
Thank you.
second penalty.
That's almost ruined his chances of any points today, but you never know what's about to happen. Gambit through on Firmage, yes he is. It's got to be just tyre. Oh dear.
No, Wee Firmage is gone. So is Gambit.
I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know what caused that, but I was right on board with Firmage as he just seemed to drive into the back of Gambit. I'm not sure why that happened. That's they were struggling at the exit to turn 1 there.
I don't think Gambit has any damage, so he's managed to keep it out of the waters.
I wonder what the fastest lap of the race is at this point. I've forgotten. It's Kane, 49.4.
Only just.
Nope.
Lion did a 49.4 as well.
Yeah, it's like literally.
And
like,
Fudge Boy's done a 49.4.
it is very close, but currently that's where it sits with the handful of laps to go. It would help Kane an awful lot in the championship with that extra point. Messi is down in P6, so that would give him 8 points for that. So that puts him on 182 overall. Kane would then move to 158. Going to second, I think. Fudge would get 15. No, wait. I'll do the maths later, but it definitely sort of makes the championship interesting for the final 2 races. Or potentially third round shootout back in Australia if necessary. As you weren't in the box for round 1 of the season, I was with Kimster back then, and the game broke and had one of the drivers driving around in a safety car. That was just unacceptable. It was weird, but yeah.
Funny.
It looked weird, but at that point we thought we'd better cancel the race because that's just a bit weird. And I had the sync issue in that every qualifying lap was like lap 1 of 3, and the time was just, it was way off. But yeah.
Yeah, it's when the game was.
It was when the game was brand new and almost broken, yeah. So yeah. I think I should. Overall constructors, Ferrari 791, Racing Point 765, Alpha 664, Renault 654. They are the top 4. So Renault are suddenly having a strong comeback, trying to get into P3, hunting down Alpha. And we'll see how they fare. Looks like most battles seem to be resolved with this phase, but there's still a few laps for them to develop again. I think that was, yep, that was Sarah again out of the way, the leaders.
Yep.
And again, as ever, she's very good at that.
Yeah, Kane has dropped though.
Now that's why. AMS Lion takes the fastest lap back. Gambit's done something. Down to P9. He's going very slowly. Has he got damage? He has.
Who's that? Who?
I think Gambit's lost his wing.
Glenser's got another penalty.
Very struggling. Very struggling.
Yes,
That's good, England.
Front left.
Yeah, he's going to have to.
Has he lost that with Buggy Bear?
I
Or
don't.
was he just spun it on his own?
I literally think there was a yellow flag, and I just saw Gambit has no wings. I'm pretty sure he's just lost it on his own there.
He lost it.
There's no way he'd have been driving around, unless there's an incident I didn't see. But yeah, I don't know. When you said Huggy,
Well, he's got this...
when you said Huggy, I thought he had a collision with Firmage, and I thought there's no way he'd be driving around with that much damage for that long.
No.
But then I remembered you said Huggy Bear. Hang on, must not have seen that if he did. But anyway, we'll see. See after the race exactly what happened. I guess didn't see it, so I believe that was Orphan getting out of the way. Indeed, it is. Again, another one that's always very good to the leaders. Of course, that really gives Sarah the opportunity to close right up to Orphan.
Gambit.
Final point for Gambit.
He's going into the pits.
Pit. So that needn't be an issue now. I think that should be
Oh,
Lion. Oh, that.
Lion got a 5-second penalty for seeing track. That's a big one. Are they changed with this update? The corner cuttings.
I think they have, because the other day I got a warning for illegal time gain. I've never seen that before in my life. Always Gambit gone on
Because
west.
when did they do 5 seconds? It was
think-
always 3 seconds, and then a 10-second for a major corner cut.
I don't know. I don't.
Like Coach
Lion's gone
Kane.
very, very deep. Oh, that's give. Oh, Kane's in the lead now. Interesting. Let's change the championship picture again with a couple of laps to go after this one. Well, Gambit's on wet. I'm not sure about that. Is he out of Inters? Or has he just made an error?
I don't know. Probably made an error.
We'll see.
Yeah, they've added a new penalty on there because the other ones are just normal penalties plus warnings.
Yeah.
These other ones are actual separate 5-second time penalty.
Okay.
That's terrible getting
That is
Codemasters.
just- I mean, what the hell?
That is terrible.
Jesus.
I think start putting corner cutting down to regular might actually be more competitive.
Turn it off. Actually, no. I'm not gonna suggest that one.
Yeah.
For serious,
No,
that's not happening.
rules of flags off.
Yeah,
of
rules
flags
off. Just do what you
Why
want.
not?
Damage
Yeah,
off.
just do what you
Screw it.
want. Demolition
Maybe.
Derby.
Maybe do that for Australia. Race it, but have no rules. I don't know. Maybe we'll think about it. Actually, I probably won't. But I always want to do something to see off the season fun. More than happy to listen to suggestions. Yeah, 2 laps to go. We just got to keep it on the road now, and that's pretty much settled who's going to finish in the points, I think. I'd love to see in which corner Lion cut for the 5 seconds though.
Oh, I'll be having a word with Lion later on, so I'm sure I'll be in the past with him later, and I'll
He'll be on the podium.
I'll message.
Presumably.
I'll message. Yeah, well, there you go then. I'll
You'll
message
ask
him
him
on
there
the
if you
podium.
want.
Talk to him on the podium. Where the heck did you get your 5-second penalty from?
Yeah.
But that is terrible.
I mean, I saw it early in the race, but I thought nothing of it, like, and now you bring
Yeah,
it
no,
up,
there's
I'm
been a
thinking,
couple,
it's
hasn't there?
weird. Yeah, yeah.
There's been a couple, hasn't there? Obviously, the multiple
Probably
warnings for
three,
normal corner cutting, but
Yeah.
5-second ones.
Yeah, that's either very new or we've just washed over it before. Well, anyway, like we say, we'll find out in the interviews, presumably. But I think that puts the line down to P3. The maths. But we'll see.
Yes, it will, because obviously I think Fresh Boy has only got 2-3 seconds. No, Fresh Boy only has 1 penalty.
Oh wow.
Kane has 1 penalty, so yes, that puts Lion down to 3.
Yeah, wow. Definitely doesn't change a lot, does it? Yeah, just the top 3 are really close together, and Sarah and Orphan always seem to be having a ding-dong every week. It's good to see that even the lower reaches of the points have someone to battle with in this tier. That's what we want all along. The leaders have started the final lap of the race. Yellow flag in sector 3, don't really know why. Oh, now I do. Gambit's facing the wrong way. Oh, Sarah's got another one, that could be key. Back to the battle for the lead. The penalties will sort themselves out at the line. But my math still has Sarah finishing ahead of Orphan. I think she's still got less
His
penalties.
Lion has gone for the move on Kane.
And that's not really worked out for him. But you can't
No.
really blame him on the final lap of the race.
It's
Kept
still
it clean
there,
though,
still on the
left him
inside.
plenty of space.
He's going to switch it back. Yes, he's going
Oh,
to switch
he
it
has.
back.
Doesn't
Lovely
really
move.
matter much.
But Kane is going to switch back on him.
Doesn't really matter, like you say. Kane's got less penalties, so he may finish ahead on track, but
Yeah, he just wants to do it on track, doesn't he?
he does. I'm on board with the probable race winner now. B2 at the line, but he'll be up for this. There you go.
Unserved
At
penalty.
a B3.
A
Lane
5
should
second
be
penalty
P4.
must be a stop-go penalty.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Because it says unserved at the end.
It did, yeah.
So it must be a stop-go.
Sarah's P8.
Where?
Yes. Go on, Sarah. Brilliant result. That is awesome. You'd love to see that. It's brilliant. Leinster got 1 as well. That was the other one, yeah. Tribal should pick up 10
And Danke.
points. And Shadow.
And Shadow.
Wow, there's been a lot.
That must be a new thing they've done with the update today.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, I haven't seen the patch notes or anything, whatever they call them. So,
No, I've not seen the patch notes.
no, Messi jumps
Because Messi goes up to 5th.
55. Jedi will finish 7th. With 6
Yeah,
points.
even with the penalties that everyone else has got, I don't think he's close enough to...
No. Unless Tribal has like 50 seconds of penalties, which would be unprecedented. He's probably safe in the ninth now that he's going to finish P7.
Yeah. I think at 50-second penalties he'd be disqueued.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jedi. It looked like I was going to bid it then before.
There we go. Been a really good race actually. Battles pretty much every lap. Race long as well for some of them. I'm very happy with that. Well done everyone that finished. I'll say that again later, but do you want me to do the rundown while you invite the podium, or?
Yeah.
Okay, I will do that. I will start with the non-finishers, of course, first, just so they get some stream time. Unfortunately, we lost Kyle and Firmage with that incident with Gambit. Still don't know what happened there. Gambit finished P13, Tanky in 12th, Shadow 11th, and the points of Comorphin, Huggy in 9th, Sarah P8, Jedi 7th, Tribal finished P6, Messi 5th, Glenster 4th, equalled his result from last week, I believe. You should be happy with that. Lion, Fudge, and Kane, the podium. yeah, that's race win to Kane. Brilliant. We'll just wait for them to get here. There we go.
Two. Just waiting on Kane.
Yep, waiting for the race winner.
Here he is. Get started then. Right, so we'll start with P3, Mr. Amos Lyon. Obviously a very good qualifying for you. Qualified P2, only just got beaten by Kane. And then obviously into the race, you managed to pick him into turn 1 and then obviously control the race from there. Obviously penalties let you down a little bit. Just want to You'll run down on the race for us?
Yeah, it was kind of try and beat Kane off the line and into turn 1, and I know I kind of was around the same pace as Kane and kind of race my own race, if that makes sense, and not push too much, and kind of even behind and kind of towards the pit stops try to throw Fudge Boy off a little bit. And yeah, kind of after the pit stop, apart from time penalties, it was a really good race.
Yeah, but obviously me and Mackie are a bit confused with the 5-second one. Obviously, I believe that's a new one that's coming into the game with the patch. What did you get that for?
Honestly, I don't know. I think it was the most tiniest bit of running over the final corner. That would have got me, but
was it a normal 5-second penalty, or was it like a stop go penalty or anything like that?
It was just a normal 5-second time penalty. But
Codemasters obviously implementing new stuff.
I would have challenged it, but then I had my moment on that 26 at the start of the S's, and I'm like, there's no point because I'd only finished a second behind Fudge Boy, so there's no point in challenging that 5 seconds to be removed.
But yes, it was a very good race by yourself. Well done.
Cheers.
We'll go on to P2, Fudge Boy. Obviously, good qualifying for yourself as well. Obviously, qualifying P3. What was it? And then, was it P4? Was it? And then, obviously, turn 1, lost a couple of positions, but then obviously managed to get them back. And then, obviously, U3 just left the field behind you. It was just basically U3 just very close together. Obviously, just give us your rundown on the race. Is your mic on mute, Fudge Boy?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I can hear you now.
I never learn with this fucking thing. Sorry.
It's alright.
Yeah, first lap, just to get around it clean. And then, then there was just a train of 3 of us, and we were all pretty equal. And then I tried the undercut, see what would happen. And then we all come back out exactly the same positions, at the same time gap. So, and then I seen the penalties that the guys in front had, and then they swapped round. And then it was just a case of, well, we're going to sit here and take second place.
Obviously, you must be delighted that you're gaining again on Messi. Obviously, he only finished, is it P5? So you're gaining on him in the championship, taking it down to the last race.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. I keep taking a few points off in every race. So we shall see. We shall see what happens in the next two, and then maybe Australia.
Very good drive by yourself. And then we'll go now to the man who won, Kane. Qualifying, obviously getting that pole, very, very close between you and Lion. I think it was a 10th between you. And then obviously in the race, obviously seeing Lion just overtake you going into turn one. I bet you thought this is going to be a hard afternoon.
Yeah, quali. I accidentally put a wet setup on in Q3, then had to switch back, and I did a lap. I was able to get pole, which I haven't been able to do for a while because I think I've been having stages of bad quality. And then in the race, yeah, Lion got past me. I think he just had a better getaway than me. And just try keeping that gap between him. A good battle in last lap around the last few corners.
Yes, obviously we did watch the various switchbacks that you two were doing. It was very, very entertaining, very clean, so a good race in there. Obviously you saw that Lion was getting penalties. Was you just happy just to sit behind as long as Fudge Boy stayed behind you? Was you fine because you knew you were going to get a win?
I knew he had a penalty, but I'm like, because he was faster in straights than me, so I'm like, I can't get him in straights, so I don't really want to go in the get him in the corner, so I'll just keep behind him and see what can happen in future race.
It was a very good race by yourself, and well done from all three of you. And then obviously for everyone else who raced today, it was a very good race. Battles across the whole track. Mackie?
Yeah. Congrats everyone that finished on the podium. Well done, particularly to you, Kane. It's definitely kept the title fight a lot more exciting for the final couple of races. So congrats to you, sir. Pole and the win. Well done. But we have one job to do, Phoenix, before we sign off here. We never got to speak about it, but driver of the day. Who you got?
I want to give it to Jedi, the only one who didn't get a penalty.
He was on my list, but you've got a couple of others that deserve consideration as well. You got Sarah 14th to P8. That's
Sarah
good
as well,
driver
yes.
of the day, yeah. And
Yeah.
Huggy, because he finished
We'll
the
give-
race. Didn't bin it because I didn't watch him in the race, so yeah. But definitely.
I think a joint between Jedi and Sarah.
Okay, co-driver of the day, Jedi and Sarah. Congratulations, you two win driver of the day today. And that will sign off the stream for this week. I believe it will be Ollie back tomorrow to broadcast GP3, so we'll see you then. And good night from me.
See you later.